Hi, my name is Sebastian Senusiain. I'm 25 years old and I have a degree in international business and logistics and production. Yeah, I think in Colombia we have a lot of um, interculturality things because we are always seeing like foreign people walking around our cities, not just Bogota, the other main cities, and a lot of people work here, like foreign people. I think Colombia has like a lot of topics in interculturality, but I think we have to improve like the cultural thing, like how to treat other people, how to relate with other people, and I think that's it. That's it. Interculturality for me, it refers to different cultures to can manage a relation with other people of other nationalities. I think it involves moving beyond and accept other people from other countries, and I think that's it. I think it means like how to survive, how to combine with other people of different nationalities.
Name Daniela, age 21, a graphic design student. Okay, so I don't know for sure, but I think that interculturalism refers to the dialogue between cultures, to the interaction between people and communities that have different backgrounds, different contexts, different beliefs, different habits, and rituals. I think interculturalism refers to conceiving culture as something dynamic, as something that evolves, as something that changes, and as something that um, rises and emerges from the interaction between different cultures. Do you think in Colombia we have? Yes, I think we do. I think that interculturalism is something that's part of the human nature and that has been present since the very beginning of the human history, uh, due to the fact that humans have the necessity of sharing, of responding, of discussing, and this, of course, comes naturally. And culture needs to adapt, needs to evolve, needs to respond to different contexts and different periods of times that are at the same time um, that depend at the same time on the communities and the cultures that exist previously on those places. So I think we do, especially nowadays that we have, well, the globalization and all these means that can let us share and interact with different cultures from with people from different parts of the world. And in Colombia especially, I think we have that not only because of the globalization of culture itself, but also because it's a country that has a lot of ethnic groups, that has a lot of indigenous tribes, but at the same time it has very uh, I don't know, for example, in Bogota, in the capital, we can find people from rural areas, but at the same time we can find Asians or Europeans or people from different parts of the world. And in Colombia, well, in general, interculturalism, I think, is being also perceived through social media, through technological means that has changed the way culture responds to this to this specific period of time. I think we need to learn about interculturalism, that it is dynamic. We should, well, not learn, but we should study and understand how this is not about sticking to one culture, sticking to rituals, and stereotyping and uh, yeah, like how do you say that, like blocking the other rituals, the other cultures, but it's about understanding them and making them interact and let new cultures and new habits arise from the interaction of these of these beliefs. We should learn about how it takes place, especially how it is taking place now with the different means of communication, with technology. Uh, Maybe study how culture is being shared and conceived through Instagram or Facebook or more intangible and abstract ways of communication. We should learn also about the impacts interculturalism has, uh, and the difference between interculturalism and multiculturalism, and also maybe study and think about the implications it has in terms of stereotypes, of racism, or I don't know how these can also be negative from different points of views. And I think that's it. And another thing, well, I think that this makes interculturalism very clear is that I think that nowadays it's very easy to maybe watch an American film but then go out and eat sushi at a Japanese restaurant and then go back home and eat Colombian and use a very particular language, and we are mixing and we are creating our own culture all the time. And I think that that is multiculturalism, is about creating our own culture from different, taking, like building it from different parts, from different cultures, taking things from different contexts, from different backgrounds, and making our own culture without refusing or without falling into stereotypes for specific cultures. I think that makes interculturalism very clear, and I think that that is very common and present nowadays with the things I was saying before, with Instagram, with Facebook, with all this globalization of communication, the globalization of culture, the globalization of art. It's very common also for people to feel identified with, I don't know, a painting that was made years, like decades ago, from a different culture, but at the same time, I don't know, I think interculturalism is part of our daily life, it's part of our human nature, um, and it's something personal, it's something that is different for every individual, and that is something that comes from the discussion and the dialogue, the personal and unconscious dialogues between cultures to which we are exposed to every day.
Hi, my name is Mateo Rodriguez. I'm 18 years old. I'm studying. I think interculturality is like the diversity that is in a place, like in a common place. I think Colombia have interculturality, and we can see it like in I don't know, like universities. We can see people from a lot of places, like different cultures, different way of thinking, and I think we need to like respect that kind of culture and like religions and all that stuff to be a better. I think we need to learn how to respect people and how to be more friendly and learn about others.
My name is Maria Paula Castañeda. I am 21 years old. I am currently studying law. And what I do I know about interculturality is that it is like a form of interaction among different cultures. I do think that in Colombia we have interculturality. And which topics do you think we need to learn about interculturality? Maybe like abroad a little more the topic, like teach the people what it is, and to see how, like, the importance of it among relationships between people. um, Maybe like um, fomentarlo to yeah, like encourage people to to see the good aspects of interculturality uh, throughout the different characteristics that like in here different cultures have, because they have so much to add to other cultures. Like we have to learn a lot to learn about other cultures.